Hello and welcome to another sound control tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up an instrument with the GameTrak and the FMSynth. So, important thing about using the GameTrak is you have to have it plugged in before you start the app. So I've already got my GameTrak plugged in to the Mac. If you have the app running and then you plug the GameTrak in afterwards, the app isn't going to know that the GameTrak is plugged in, and you're going to have to quit the app and then open it up again. So I'm going to go ahead and find my sound control app in Applications and double click it. And I've already got the GameTrak plugged in. So now that that is up and the app is running, I'm going to pick GameTrak as my sensor, and I'm going to choose the FMSynth as my instrument, and then I'm going to hit generate. And as you can hear, my FMSynth is going, and as you can see, these two green dots represent the turrets and wires of the GameTrak. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pick up my GameTrak and I'm going to select a position for where I want a sound to happen. So I'm going to choose this position, which is the turrets to the left, and I'm going to have the pitch all the way down, and holding the turrets in the position and having the pitch down, I'm going to hit spacebar and do a precise recording, and it should say model is ready to run, finish recording, so it means that it's gotten all of the examples that it needs. And now I'm going to choose another position, which is the turrets all the way to the right and the pitch all the way up, and holding that position I'm going to press record again. And now I've given it two positions, so now I can have fun and play in between them. So I'm going to put the model in run mode, and now when I move my turrets, the pitch is changing with it. So now, let's say I don't like this instrument anymore, so I'm going to clear my instrument. Now if I press run, nothing happens because there's no instrument there. So what I'm going to do now is show you a quick recording example. So rather than showing it one position and giving it an exact position for the instrument, I'm going to, while I record and quick record, I'm just going to move everywhere that I want to move, and I'm not going to care about the configuration of the synth. I'm just going to move wherever I want to, all about, and then once I stop recording, the computer is going to generate me a random instrument with random settings for me to play about in, but all of those settings are going to be mapped to where I've moved. So by holding down Q, I'm going to start moving around. I'm going to give it loads of positions. And now that I've lifted up Q, and if I put it in run mode, you should hear I now have a random relationship. But it's mapped to everywhere that I was. Because I showed it loads of examples of where I wanted there to be sounds, and the computer made a random mapping for it. But now, let's say it was nice having a random configuration, but I actually want there to be a constant position where my synthesizer is off. So I have this little on-off button on the synth, and I've been recording with it on the whole time, so everywhere I move with my sensor, it turns the synth on. But now I'm going to make it with the precise recording so that when the turrets are like this, in kind of a neutral position, I want my synth to be off. And I'm just going to press spacebar to do a precise recording of this. Not a quick one, a precise one. And I'm going to give it a couple examples. to make sure it really knows what's going on. Now if I press run in this position, my synth is off, and if I move back to where my quick recording was, it turns on. When I go back, it turns off. And that is how you train the GameTrak with the FMSynth with quick and precise recording.